what is your name?
I go by Cali Poetik. I see many of we on snooze, wearing blindness and appearing content with what we see on the news. Conspiracy by theory is not what I preclude, but real knowledge I seek. You refuse to succeed because many of you are content with being incredulous.
All right, and where does the name Cali Poetik come from?
Cali, because I'm from the West Coast, West Side, did that, you know, the prefix of California, and it's Cali.
Okay.
And poetic because I'm poetical, so I'm a poet.
So what is your fondest memory of a poetry performance that you've done?
Oh, wow. Also, it has it was the best picture ever. I was one of the first poets to do this segment called Movement Through Poetry, with Mayam Yogi and a few other yoga and poetry together, and that had been one of my favorites because I never thought to even combine the two, and just the picture of that was just so beautiful. I was happy about it. I was really happy about it.
Who are some people that inspire you? Could be like artists or anybody
that inspire me in poetry. I have like this scroll that drops in my mind, so I'm trying to like, okay, just pick one, just pick somebody. Mos Def is one of my favorite poets.
Slim brown skin, I be standing 5'10", I be rocking it when I be in your vicinity.
Of course, Maya Angelou. She's an absolutely wonderful, just a pillar for poetry.
Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? Just because I walk as if I have oil wells pumping in my living room.
Just pick somebody. Just pick somebody. Jill Scott.
Nasty, wild, exotic, erotic. Freak was what they wanted, so freak was who I was. And everybody was walking around talking about me. Like teenage pregnancy wasn't becoming synonymous with being black and woman.
I absolutely love her poetry. Because with her music, she combines her poetry with her music. With her first album, Who is Jill Scott, like that really, really captivated me on the music circuit when what poetry can actually represent with music and song.
Is there anyone that you want to give a shout out to?
Shout out to the All That Is. I am humbly grateful and honored to even exist in this realm, to even be in this vessel. Shout out to an establishment. The 910 was like the best. That was like church. Chuck Terrigen, Tracy Pinoki. Those are two of my poetry friends in the community. Also, Maya Yogi. We started doing poetry. Well, I started doing poetry. She started doing yoga. We started doing that at pretty much the same time, and just seeing each other's growth and development is always motivational. Like, just keep going, keep going, keep going. My best friend Lisa, my sister, Classick Archives. Geez, it's endless. And of course my daughter knows all of my poetry, and when I like do poetry songs and like actually hear her like ad-libbing it or singing in the back seat, I'm just sitting in the car like, I did something great. It feels really good. So like, I thank everybody that's ever supported me, even with the opposite, whatever which way people have been brought into my space and my awareness. I'm grateful for everyone because everyone has played a part in my own development.
Okay. What was the first piece of poetry that you've written and performed?
The first one that I've written and performed was Snooze, my infamous Snooze. I see many of we on Snooze. That poem gained a lot of notoriety with the community because it was, this was in the height, well, we're back in a new height of protesting and such, but when Trayvon Martin was murdered, there was a lot of things that was happening in that space. Snooze, of course, Snooze. That was one of my poems that got me out, and I performed that poem for my first feature ever at Chimatic Studios, and that's who Chuck Terrigen actually.
Would you like to recite some poetry now?
On the spot, she says. The declaration of simulation creates the quakes in the foundation of that pro-nation we are seemingly glad to within that so-called great nation. See, many minds blind with presumptuous equations. Meanwhile, our inner childs need saving, and yet our ego creates a safe haven. See, our higher conscious steady waiting, conceiving thoughts composed of our subconscious mind, releasing information through our dream time and sometimes through other people. See, we so quick to give in through love and toxic relations to indulge in lust, while love is out there patiently waiting. See, nowadays people rather just than learn to even like through dating. Then we pawn off our mistakes to Satan as if he was the one who laid and bathed in infatuation. See, that induction and dissemination. Now you hate your baby mama, baby daddy bringing on the child and you miss your own drama. Disgusting to the soul, indulging in constant karma. Confined to the system like dogma. Sometimes I want to buck and levitate alongside the Dalai Lamas. Become one with creation like Vishnu, Shiva, and Brahma. And that's all I'm going to give right now because I'm still sweating.
All right. Is there any advice you'd like to give to other artists?
Keep going. If this is something, if you love music, if you love poetry, if you find love in something that you do, invest in it. You can either wait until next year and say, oh, somebody's doing this, I'm not going to do it too. Somebody's doing that. Same example I give anybody that asks me that question. Go to the grocery store and walk down the bread aisle. There's hundreds of different types of bread in there. Do you think that Arnold and whatever the other name is, they said, I ain't finna make bread because they making bread? Like, no, don't let nobody get in the way of you making your own bread.
Right.
Eat that. So it's like, do what you gotta do for yourself. If you really love it, invest in it. If you wanna do poetry, come up with your name, trademark your image, shit, sell t-shirts. Wanna write a book? Do it. Like, everything is just so readily available now. There's like literally no excuse to not do something for yourself. That's what you love, pursue it. That's all I got.
All right. Thank you.
No problem.